Good morning to you on a cool, brisk Tuesday morning up here in Muncie, Indiana. I made the trip all day yesterday, got up here about 11:30 last night, and was able to get a good night's rest. And starting today, getting ready to pack up and get things ready to bring Ned and Mary back down to Austin. We've taken this trip many times, driving all the way up from Austin up here, different routes, but several different times. And most of the time, it's gone pretty uneventful. You know, traffic here and there, construction always, but never, really too difficult. But this time in particular, it was really easy. At points along the road, there seemed to be nobody else. So I had this free run of the road. I didn't really have to focus what I was doing. I could just kind of move along. And at one point, I was just kind of in that dazed zone, which can be pretty dangerous on the road. And a deer jumped out from the side of the road, and I had to hit the brakes, swerve a little bit to miss him, and then kind of keep going. And it got me thinking. The 23rd Psalm, talks about the Lord being our shepherd, and a shepherd actually has to do more than just watch the sheep and then get the sheep from one place to another, especially back in Jerusalem and in Israel. The shepherd had to do a lot of preparation. He would have to clear the fields so that they could have a good pasture to graze in. Clear the stones and the big boulders out of the way, because it's in those boulders and rocks that things could live that could harm the sheep. And then he would also have to be on the watch out for wolves and bears and whatever other varmints were out there to attack the sheep. So he would have to do a lot of preparation. He would actually have to know how to move the sheep from the pens to the pasture to the watering hole and back. You'd have to know all those safe paths. And sometimes, bad things happen. And I was thinking about that last night as I was in that kind of zone, just moving along, not even thinking about what I was doing. When that deer jumped out, it made me had to refocus a little bit. And, in life, bad things happen. We can't avoid them, but sometimes we could be in life is just going well, not too much going on, everything's good, and all of a sudden there's a speed bump in the road, and it can knock us off our course if we let it. Like if I had slammed on the brakes to avoid the deer, I could have wound up sliding off the side of the road. There's a number of things that could have happened. But I didn't do that. It was just a matter of readjusting and refocusing to get back where I was supposed to be. And sometimes these things happen in life. God doesn't send us bad things, because the scriptures talk about how all good things come from God. He doesn't send us bad things, but bad things do kind of get in our way. And we just have to rely on our faith and trust that God is going to take care of us during those during those bad times. And sometimes those bad times could actually have a good purpose. If we're just cruising along life, like I was cruising along the road, not even thinking about it, not being reliant on anything, just kind of moving along, sometimes bad things happen, help us realign our focus and dependence on God. And when things are good, we don't always recognize that, it's God that is in control until we go through these bad times, and then we have to rely on Him. So my trip's not over. I will be leaving again Thursday morning to head back with a trailer full of stuff, and then be back, hopefully, if all things go well, we'll be back in town on Friday sometime. So keep me in prayers, and I will keep saying the Lord's Prayer and the 23rd Psalm the entire time I'm driving. See you soon. God bless.